Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Mr. Riley from Mr. Riley's World. Coming to you live from the West Coast, the best coast. Man, what's going on? Happy Kwanzaa. Today is day number 2. And if we were live, I would actually say Habari Gani. And then you would reply with what the principle of the day is. And so, not too sure if anyone is watching or you could always catch the replay. Let me just put some music on real quick. But yeah, today is day 2 of Kwanzaa. And so just going through, let's kind of talk about what happened yesterday, day 1. If we could just simply recap what's going on. Yesterday was Umoja. The principle of the day was Umoja. And so, Habari Gani, you would reply with Umoja, which means unity. To strive to maintain unity in the family, community, nation, and the race. How will you do that? Will you be united or will you continue to be a rebel rouser? Man, so this is a wonderful principle just to kind of kick things off for the Kwanzaa celebration. And so, yes, not able to do a real one this year. Maybe. I don't know. We have to figure it out. But today, the principle of the day is Kujichagulia, which means self-determination. To define ourselves, name ourselves, create for ourselves, and speak for ourselves. Speak for ourselves. You have to do that. And so today's day 2, and just how will you going into the new year? How can you just be seek to define who you are instead of letting others define you. And so my question for today, just to continue the discussion, is how will you define, defend, develop yourself instead of allowing or encouraging others to do this? What will you do to allow folks to define themselves, dig deep, and you got to, take some time for deep reflection as you become self-determined to maybe change the narrative. There's a narrative out there that that people act a certain way when you go to a different neighborhood, right? So there's a stereotypical view is what happens in South Central, and that belief has been made, has been sent through the media, the mass media, everyone thinking that bullets are flying every single day in every corner that you drive by, right? But that's not the case. Yeah, things do happen in LA just like every other city, but it's not like we're shucking and jiving and dodging bullets every single way, or folks are getting or getting murdered at a high tremendous rate, right? And so those are some of the things that, we can work on in our communities. How can we change that narrative? What kind of narrative will we create for our cities and for ourselves and for our nations? And so, if you have self-determination, you're going to change that narrative. You want to do something a little bit better, bring a more positive light to your situation. And so, just calling on everyone to dig deep, reflect on how self-determination will look like in your life in 2022. Yeah, it's so crazy. 2022 is around the corner, man. So yeah, so just kind of want to talk about that principle real quick, and then just so you guys know that I've been on this Kwanzaa been for a long time. And actually what popped up in my timeline today, 9 years ago today, me and some friends were at 9023 just having a good old time, and just having a good time. And I just remember this day, we just had so much fun with our with our Kwanzaa celebration. Not going to go into too many details, but it was just it was an impromptu kind of Kwanzaa celebration, and we just had a good time. Just laughing, crying, reflecting. It was a good time, and so I think we had several of our friends over, and Yeah, I think the Williams were over. I think the Kriglers were over. I think Irwin was. I think Mr. Woodard was over there hanging out with us, and so it was just a good time over there in Riley World. So just kind of want to put that on your mind tonight in terms of being self-determined to create a narrative that will define ourselves, defend and develop ourselves instead of letting someone else do that for us. So that is my day 2 Kwanzaa celebration. We'll come back tomorrow with day 3. And I appreciate you watching. If you're watching as the replay, go ahead and drop a couple of comments in. Let me know how you plan to use self-determination in your life going forward, for your family, or for just however you choose to be self-determined. All right. Other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you in the next video. All right. Take care. Peace.